I mean, the journalists are secondary here. It's the whistleblowers that have the courage, to take that step. I said at the outset that I'd cover politics and foreign affairs and wars and the White House elections. And I'm proud of all that reporting. But the stories that have impact, the ones that change things, come from whistleblowers. I mean, they're absolutely essential to good journalism, and they're essential to democracy.
The US classification system is literally out of control. For example, when my wife and I were at the CIA and I wanted to meet her for lunch, I say, hey, do you want to meet for lunch? I classify that secret. Why? Just because. That's what everybody does, right? And then she'll respond, I'll meet you in front of the sandwich place. Classified secret. Well, those are part of the something like 500 million classified documents that are created every year.
The idea of a private citizen and a public official started to become inverted. And now they're the ones with the guards, and they're the ones with the state secrets privilege, and we're the ones who are living naked. And what does it take for you, the individual who has, a salary, a retirement plan, a family, dreams, a promotion you're trying to get to go, there's 30,000 people at this agency, and I'm going to be the one to light this match and stick it to my face.
I was in prison when Ed made his revelations, and I just saw history repeating itself. And to tell you the truth, I waited for 5.5 years before I decided to go public. I kept waiting for somebody to come out and say something, and nobody did. That's why we have no bold congressional oversight, because the overseers are afraid of the organizations that they're overseeing.
But if we get in the habit of charging publishers and publications, where does that lead? John pointed out he's the first one who really confirmed that the US's involvement in torture, on the record, on camera. This is it. That should have been the beginning of an investigation that put people in prison. But John is the only one who's ever gone to jail for it. Whistleblowing is not something that needs to be disincentivized anymore. The deck is already stacked against them. But when these exceptional sort of events occur, how does anybody hear about it? And it doesn't happen without journalists.
And they charged him with 7 counts of espionage and 2 counts of theft of government property, which was the information. They're saying that he stole the information by walking out of the building with it in his brain.
I caught that one too.
Yeah, that was great, wasn't it? Quite creative.
Ed, did you wake up one morning and decide you were going to be a whistleblower?
No, I don't think it was quite that dramatic. It was, it's a long process. People like to imagine there's a Rubicon moment. But it's really more of a slow burn.